I guess. Um,
Hi, Ed.
welcome to the chat, hey Ed. Hello guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome to yet another episode of Dungeons and Dragons, Mike's campaign of Sugoi sauce. There we go.
Wow.
Unnecessarily long. I am your host, the DM, aka Mike. And
Does it get longer every time?
I hope not. I need to start doing breathing exercises. Per usual, we have Babbage, the gnome tinkerer, Jim.
I got my wrench!
He's so excited for himself. We have you, the Furblog, Jeff, as the druid. We have Kanan and Stormblessed, Zach, the High Elf
I didn't
monk.
hear no bell.
And then, from the darkness, Deacon Sylvia, our knowledge cleric, blessed Bellarmine the Great. Back into the darkness he goes. Nobody attack the darkness, please. Because that is where he lives, at least for now. When we last saw our adventurers, to put it mildly, they were running. To put it quite plainly, what Sketchy said in the text. Oh right, we were all about to die by Yetis. So the group had decided that they were going to go from one island across an expanse to another. Successfully got across, basically, and then wandered into a endless. Well,
Oh snap! We're being raided with 5 viewers. What's up, everybody?
Hello.
Welcome to D&D Night.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Jim, I'm going to rely on you because I'm not used to actually hosting people. This is weird.
I got it.
We are actually
Just in time for the intro. We're about to get started just now, so you came at a perfect time.
Yes, we're good to go. So yes, they had successfully used pixies, or was it basically polymorphed to get you to turn you all into flying creatures to get you across this large expanse between two floating islands. And you are now in this winter wonderland that is absolutely, totally hostile. Environment-wise, with extraordinarily strong winds, but our gnome tinkerer quickly made two fire engines to create basically enough heat for all of you to be able to walk through this frozen tundra of a blizzard with limited visibility. You all managed to survive being attacked by two very giant, very strong Yetis. Tried to fly away, didn't get very far, and crashed in front of a cave, and are now looking inside that cave for what I assume shelter. Although assumptions as a DM always get me in trouble. And with that, you have all successfully made it inside the cave where the wind has not... The first time the wind has stopped buffeting you since you've managed to get across the lake, or the space, I should say, the opening, the large, several mile wide space between the islands. And it's like 3 in the morning at this point because you flew by night.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's dark. It's dark. We're tired, and we're gonna die soon.
Oh my god. Okay, guys.
Everybody joined just in time.
Yeah, everybody joined just in time for the TPK. Welcome.
That's
We've only been
why
playing
everybody's
this
here.
campaign for a year and a half.
I don't know, you two. I don't know. You're all pretty clever at getting out of interesting predicaments. So
That's true.
We'll see what happens.
Okay.
I might be able to blow some stuff up.
Should I run ahead? Maybe scout out stealthily, see if there's anything safe we can hide in.
Says the monk.
Says the monk.
I mean, you're welcome to do as you wish. I'm a little concerned.
As am I, but I don't want to be snuck up on from the rear here. As we hunker down in this cave, nor do I want to be attacked from the way we came in.
Fair point. Fair point.
Oh, Bellarmine, it is very dark in here. I assume you are providing light in some way, shape, or form?
I'm working on it.
I have dark vision, so that should be good.
Same.
Okay.
I cast guidance on.
You're casting
I'm
guidance.
sorry. I was about to say Jin, but it's not Jin.
We go back and forth with two campaigns. We're getting people confused.
I think I just cast light.
Oh, he did. Very good. All right. All right. Bellarmine is creating token emits light.
Keep that light close.
Just for flavor's sake, what did you cast light upon?
On the end of my Warhammer.
Got it.
Very good.
Cool.
That way you can see it coming.
All right, I'm going to stealthily move through this cave here a little bit. Not going far, just slowly,
Roll
step
for
at a
stealth.
time. Rolling for stealth.
Now, if I cast light, shouldn't I see some light?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you are. I believe. Well, so it goes 20 feet. It's 20 feet of dim light and 20 feet of or bright light and 20 feet of dim light. So
Yeah, so you are seeing light. Any blackness at this point outside of within the circle is because there's like a wall.
yeah, like this is a wall you're seeing over here.
Okay. Peeking around. All right, I'm just gonna step out and step back in.
All right. So what you saw there,
Yes.
painted in, is it looks like there's actually light coming from. You actually think you might see. Oh, you know what? No, you wouldn't because it's dark. Never mind. I take that back.
Is there a glow? Did I see?
Just real quick though, Mike, I'm gonna step back here. I did see some words. I didn't see what they said.
Oh,
I don't
really?
know if I'm supposed to see that or not.
Wait, what? Words?
All right, look. Can you want to see what my character sees?
Yeah, hold
And
on.
I'll
Go
step
ahead.
out.
Well, no, the problem is
Okay.
I can't.
Did you put text on the map layer instead of the GM layer?
Oh, is that what it's going on? Map. Oh, yes. Oops. Nope. That didn't solve the problem. That switched to the wrong layer.
Who's here with me?
Actually, no. You can. I mean, that's. Actually, I put that on the map layer on purpose, so that's fine. So basically, there's like a. You can hear wind whipping through what appears to be like a small hole in the ceiling, but it's dark, so.
Oh my! You're blowing my cover.
Hey, what are you doing? We sneaking around? Bright torch.
Bright torch, loud armor.
Cool. Sneaking around's fun.
Babbage, what are you doing in this situation?
I'm just trying to stay warm and out of sight.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will say this,
I'm-
Canadin, you're fine. Bellarmine, the moment you walk away from either you or Babbage, the cold is very encroaching on you.
Alright, I'm going to step around this corner and
Alright, what do you see?
step in here.
Alright.
I see animal bones. I know that they're animal bones because they are labeled as such.
That's fine.
Okay. All right, but that bones is that's enough for me to kind of head back here and report. All right, listen, gents. There is a large pile. I mean, a very large pile of animal bones in there.
Say what?
Yeah, large
In
pile.
any sense of how large the animals that made the bones were? Are we talking like
right.
mice or like elk?
Going to check.
Meanwhile,
Wait a minute, why am I acting like I don't know what lives in this cave? We just saw them.
Poking around.
I'm using
Hold on. What are you doing, you?
I'm using shape water to start to build a mound, like a fortification, like a snow fort, basically.
Oh,
Cool.
south of you?
Ice. Neat.
Literally where I am right here. It's just I'm out of my element,
You're erecting an
I'm out
igloo
of the
around
woods.
yourself?
basically.
So here, how does this work? If he builds like an ice shelter, it says that the water unfreezes in 1 hour. But what if we are in sub-zero temperatures? Would the water still unfreeze?
Oh, fair.
No, it would. I would argue it's
It would remain,
Yeah.
right?
All right. See, this is you.
Well, alright, so here's the question for the DM. If the target is an area of water that you can see, does that count ice?
Choose of air water that you can see within range that fits within 5 cube. You manipulate it. You instantaneously move.
It's not moving, so that's kind of a moot point. You cause the water to form into simple shapes and animate in your direction. Change the water's
Yeah.
color or
So the only
aspect.
question Mike needs to answer is, does ice
Does
equal
ice count
water
as water?
in D&D?
You freeze the water, provided that there's no creatures in it. The water unfreezes in 1 hour. If you cast a spell multiple times, you can have no more than 2 of its non-instantaneous effects. So
My bachelor's degree would argue yes.
what I'm going to say is you have to start with water. You can't start with ice. But the moment you shape it into ice and you're in a freezing space, it stays ice.
So how much water for it to trigger this spell with this heat source that I'm carrying? Like, does it need to be all water? Could it be like wet snow, kind of slushy?
I mean, it can be slushy, wet snow, but you're going to basically suck what is melted water out of it.
An inch of rain.
Very much. An
inch of rain is a foot of snow.
I will only while all this is happening, Kanadin, this up here that you can see where I'm pinging, looks like it's reflective and fluid.
As in water. Okay, I will continue to sneak about just a wee mite bit here, remaining stealthily.
As he's doing that, I turn to Babbage and say, You requires guidance from Babbage. You thinks maybe Big Yeti could slip and fall with your contraption and druid magic. But if we have to cross this, then we might slip and fall too.
It is noticeably sorry, but I know you're role playing. Give me a second, Kanadin. As you are moving further north, you're noticing that the space in the air temperature is actually getting higher as you move further north.
Okay, and then this does appear to be liquid water?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not sure I follow your plan right now. You want to Scooby-Doo trip the Yetis on some ice? Scooby-Doo is a great Danish prophet.
Sounds like a mystery.
Zoinks.
Did somebody say Danish cake?
Turkish delight.
So I'm gonna head back here. All right, listen, guys. As we head deeper into the cave, the temperature is noticeably warmer, as well as there's a large amount of liquid water up in there.
Ah.
So,
well, I think that facilitates your requirements there. You.
Now, if I continue to scout ahead, there is a chance that I may run into something. So,
it's probably safe if we move together going forward and keeping our eyes on a swivel, as it were.
Allow me to stay ahead, maybe 20 to 30 feet.
Fine by me.
I'm going to look over.
Place of warmth, I can repurpose our affect engines.
I'm going to look over at Bellarmine and say, Bellarmine, the lighting crate is big, great light, but they can see it too. And then as I say that, I'm going to cast Reduce Flame cantrip and show him in my hand and say, if you stay close, this will give just enough light that maybe we don't get seen by more Yeti.
Is light a concentration spell?
No.
Anybody else? Is he really quiet for anybody else?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
You can right-click and manually turn him up.
Oh, he's already turned all the way up.
Is there a way to end it?
Yeah.
Whenever you want.
Yeah, you can just dismiss it.
So I'll end the light.
Okay.
He is already turned all the way up, oddly enough.
Your microphone volume is low. That's all.
Okay.
Like, we have you at 200% and you're quieter than everybody else. So I don't know if it's your Windows audio device volume or Discord input volume or something.
I don't know.
Just an observation.
I don't know. See if I can do something about it.
All right. Bellarmine's vision is limited to use light source of produce flame.
Okay, everybody. Stay behind me. Move slow.
All right, roll another stealth for me.
Roger.
Actually, if everybody could roll its stealth for me.
Is this any better?
Yes, thank you. That is better.
Oh,
by
wait a
far.
sec. Wait a sec. I see Canaan up there, and I said, Canaan, come back this way.
Waves you back.
What's up?
I'm a dumb.
Okay.
I'm a dumb. I thought I didn't have this anymore, but I can just upcast it for a level 3 slot.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, I'll take that.
All right, everybody's quiet. Okay. Bellarmine and Hugh, if you could roll stealth, knowing that you both have.
And then I'm going to cast guidance on Bellarmine.
I don't have heavy armor. I don't know why it's saying I do.
Okay. It's a 21. Got it. You rolled a 20.
Mithril
So-
half is medium. I don't know why it's giving me heavy armor.
Should I
He
reroll
can
that?
also.
No, you're fine.
So he has a plus 10 and a D4 because I'm casting guidance. So I was like, he was scared out of his mind right now.
So
He's used to
30.
being the biggest furry creature around, and
Not used to having things way bigger than him.
No.
Fair. That's completely fair. All right, so you are all very, very quiet, thanks to the magic of you. All right, Canaan, you're.
Oh, never mind. I think we had the same conversation last week too.
Okay.
It is
moving
medium
along.
armor, but it has the disadvantage property for stealth, so
Yes.
it is in fact. It's just the roll 20 says heavy armor when it's not.
Got it.
That's what threw me off.
All right, so you've already seen the bones. He moves quickly to the pillar. Let's see, you can see pretty far. You also notices that this is basically a large pool of water off in the distance that goes off in the darkness. Babbage, not able to see as far, but as he gets closer. And Bellarmine is somewhere. Oh, he's caught up all the way. Okay.
It's cold otherwise.
Bellarmine, you notice it's a little bit warmer. Everybody notices it's a little bit warmer.
What kind of bones are these bones?
It is a mixture. It's kind of hard to tell. You have what looks to be. All right, roll a medicine check for me.
Medicine.
Let's say here.
Medicine and nature. I take that back. We'll do both.
The Yeti cat was
when I see him doing that, I go up and slap guidance on him. Add a D4.
Very good. We'll call. Okay. So 2 11s. They appear to be mostly animal in nature. You think you see 1 or 2 humanoid skulls, but for the most part, it looks like it's mostly a combination of maybe like wolves and what maybe looks like a troll skull and lots of different, a bunch of animals you don't recognize. Several what look like humanoid, but you're not really sure. Larger, smaller, various different sizes.
Something that will eat a troll.
Yeah, got it. That gives me the size of scale that we're talking about. It clearly
weapons of the biome.
Yetis are larger.
Canaan, you notice over here what appears to be a pile of like discarded and really worn clothes, or like rags, or like, yeah.
Guys, I see some clothing ahead, or rags of sorts.
Interesting. As primitive a beast as they may be, they know enough not to eat the inorganic, or the clothes. They know how to peel their food.
Alright, and then I will. Alright, hold here, gents.
Hold, boss.
Alright.
So all of
What
you
do
at
I
this
notice?
point would notice that there's like wind over, like it was a lot quieter at the entrance of the cave, but you do notice of like you can hear the wind somewhat kind of overhead.
I'll look up upon hearing that.
Yeah, the space is about like 30 to 40 feet tall where you are, and you can see what looks like, I mean, you think you see some of the ice reflecting off of what little bit of light is coming out of the produced flame, but you do see what looks to be like a hole that leads to just darkness, but also windy noises. So it's a large space, but yeah, there does appear to be a hole in the ceiling. Canaan, what are you doing in the rags?
I'm trying to figure out what they are.
Okay, they do look. They look like a combination of what appear to be, like discarded clothes. They're all. A lot of them are like just shredded, ripped to pieces. Although one particular thing, there does seem to be one particular article that looks pristine, despite all the rest of it looking like almost soiled. And
All right, yeah, I will definitely be investigating that. I'm gonna pick it up.
1 moment.
It's a cursed shawl.
Do I have? Hold on.
By the way, I'm still here, and I can see my screen, and unless we hit combat, can you just move my token to stay within Babbage and Bellarmine, but close together?
Oh, you know what? Well, I realize this is... So, okay.
Everything's all messed up because Dad turned his camera off.
Oh, no. The stream is off?
Yeah.
I can't... Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's alright.
Yeah, I can't really solve that problem. Alright, let's see... Oh.
Dad, if you're there, if you can put your camera back on and just cover it so that the frames for the stream don't get stuck, that would be great.
So yeah, it's white, it's pristine, you don't know the name of it, you can ignore that. But you do, but it looks like it's like a tabard with a very specific symbol on it that you see. I mean, yeah, the picture speaks for itself. The name doesn't really give you much. It just
can I tell if it looks clean because it's newly arrived to the pile, or clean because it has some sort of enchantment or magical aura to it?
I don't know how you would tell the difference.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, was it at the top of the pile, or was it in the middle?
It was in the middle. Like, you just happen to see, like, a particular piece of clothing that seemed to be sticking out. That was not... was not...
When I pull it out, it's rather clean, relatively speaking. Okay. Alright, so then I'm going to take it, and I'm going to bring that on back, and show it to my good friend... Bellarmine. Hey, check this out. This seems like something that you might recognize here.
Can you?
What am I looking at?
Yes,
I don't know what happened to the camera.
It seems to have been turned off. In Discord, if you hover over the call, you can turn camera on. There's a button.
I've tried.
Technical difficulties.
Trying again. It might do it.
Yep.
There we go.
That'll work.
The stream is saved. Okay. Bellarmine, you should see... everybody should see this now.
Uh-oh. Looks like Sagittarian Investments. Looks like a paladin, a big shot, a real high order.
Well, it's not a person. It's a piece of clothing that...
Correct. But those clothes belong to them.
Yes.
I wonder what would happen if I put them on.
I mean, at the moment, that's an excellent question.
So I tried them on. Do they fit?
They do, as it turns out. It fits quite nicely over your armor, as if designed to do so.
Any other interesting things happen when I put them on?
Not as of yet, no. You would need to so mechanically in Dungeons and Dragons you have to attune to an item if it happens to be magical.
No, that's not true, Mike. You only have to attune to an item if it requires attunement. If something has magical properties, the moment you wear it, you will gain the benefits of them. You may not know that you have those benefits, but you only have to attune to something that requires attunement on it.
Thank you for clarifying. There are certain items that require attunement, so you may or may not be able to use all of the properties available to you at this time.
But you also do have to identify it before you can attune to it.
So let me... let's see, hold on.
So should I...
So the... I don't actually know what it is. So that picture of like an arrow that's on your tabard.
Yes.
When you
yes.
put it on, it actually changes to match your holy symbol.
Word.
Cool.
That seems pretty magical to me, boys.
Yeah, I would say so.
Let's
And,
see.
now, is there a way that I would know what this is? Because I do have a fairly high wisdom in this level.
You
If
know,
it's a religion check, could
that's
be
a
a
good
religion
point.
check.
Yeah, roll a religion for me. It's an excellent point.
He has guidance.
And he has guidance.
Roll religion at advantage.
From off camera. He has
I
guidance.
didn't do it at
Oh, that'll work.
Down.
I didn't do it at advantage.
That'll
It's okay.
work.
The 25 is enough, apparently.
Yeah. Stand by. So yes, you know what this is. And give me a moment.
The holy hand grenade of Antioch.
In the form of a vestment, that would be broken.
Thou shalt count to 3.
I mean, I
Yeah,
guess if he's
it'd be a one-time use.
What's the vestment itself? Okay.
So do I tell the guys
If you want to.
this armor is covered by a tabard that bears a cross-like symbol with an arrow at its top? While
I see.
attuned to the armor, its symbol changes to represent the mark of your deity. You can benefit from the armor as described below. While wearing this armor, you have advantage in wisdom, medicine, checks, and you can use bonus action to speak the armor's command word and touch a dying creature magically to stabilize it.
Word?
And
Oh,
while
cool.
attuned to this armor and wearing it, you can use a bonus action to cast a spiritual weapon spell from it.
Neat.
Wow.
Wait for
Using
it.
That-
spell
Wait
cast
for it.
Huh?
Keep going. It gets better.
Yeah. Of +5 and spell casting ability modifier of +2.
Mike, this is awesome.
This version
Did
of
you
the
say plus
spell
5?
Keep going.
The
Wait,
summon
let him
weapon.
go.
to take the form of a bow that shares your space and moves with you, as opposed to moving independently. The bow makes ranged spell attacks instead of melee ones, with special arrows that have a range of 30 feet. Once the armor has been used to cast this spell, it can't cast it again until the next dawn. Additionally, when you stabilize a creature, using this armor's command word, roll a d20. On a 20, the creature regains 1 hit point.
So essentially, it turns his spiritual weapon into a ranged attack.
Yeah, I see that.
That's amazing.
That's
That's
phenomenal.
awesome.
So
And it's a +2 spiritual weapon.
yes,
And it looks good.
it does look very nice. Yes. So yes, you have discovered that. Congratulations.
All right, let me make that work in his character sheet.
Oh, good. I'm very glad you can make that work for you.
I will move that out of the. I'll move that into the magical items pile. Okay. So you found that.
Well, that'd be great to be riding on my horse if the retainers were here.
It would be, yes. I don't know if your retainers would be super happy in this particular climate, but yes, that is certainly true. The retainers you have asked for that are still coming, they're trying.
So he doesn't get. Does he get his dex bonus to the spell attack, to the bow attack, or is it just flat +5?
No, it's just purely magical. It's magic that's doing it, not his dex.
Okay. But it has a magic bonus of 2.
Oh, I should have made a spiritual bow.
And is the damage 1d8 because it's a bow?
It's spiritual weapon stats. It's just turned into a ranged, so whatever the spiritual weapons damage is.
Noted. Spiritual weapon gains a damage bonus from his strength. Does this gain it from his dex?
Fair point.
Which one's better?
The modifiers are the same. His dex is 1 higher, but they're both +2s.
Dex.
Thank you. That was a great find.
Is the damage
Yes, I'm
force?
very happy that's working for you.
Radiant.
Wow, that's different.
Oh, I suppose no. I suppose if it's supposed to be if it's force in blessed then spiritual weapon, then yes, it's the same.
Okay.
I don't want to break the item more than it's supposed to be. Well, let's think glowing orb that works. Okay.
It has an attack bonus of +5, but he's proficient, so that makes it a +8. And then it's magical +2, so that makes it a +10.
Yes.
All right, cool. I got that.
He gets it once a day.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And it's a bonus action, right?
Yes. It acts just like your spiritual weapon. It's just now you can move it 20. You can now move it. It stays near you, but you have a 30-foot range with it now, basically.
But the spiritual weapon doesn't have to be invoked. This is invoked instead.
Yeah, so in theory, I guess there's no reason why he couldn't be doing both, because the armor is concentrating on the bow, but he would be concentrating on his hammer. Right?
Yeah, theoretically. I hadn't thought through that, but hold on.
This is like the guy from Marvel.
So what you're saying is you could have spiritual weapon and this thing running at the same time?
Well, okay, hold on. When you use a bonus action to cast spiritual weapon, hold on. While attuned to this armor and wearing it, you can use a bonus action to cast spiritual weapon from it. Huh. So yeah, I guess it's not burning your own spiritual weapon slot. It just basically lets you cast it once a day, and it's an extra thing running around.
Yeah, it's a free additional spiritual weapon once a day.
Right, but it takes his bonus action to attack with it, so having two of them running around wouldn't really do you any good.
Except he could use his action and his bonus action to attack with the spiritual weapon and the spiritual bow.
Yeah, I'd allow that.
So in theory, I'm not saying he's, it's necessarily the right line of play, but mechanically he could have both out.
Yes.
All right. So I've added it to your weapons, Dad, like your attacks, as spiritual bow. It's at the bottom of the list. So in the event you want to use the thing, it's at the bottom of the list. I'm also creating a resource called Spirit Bow.
So it's kind of like Doctor Strange's cloak.
I don't know if it's sentient.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't fly around on its own. Well, the bow does, but yeah, it's not... you create a magical bow instead of a magical hammer that floats around. Going pew pew pew. All right, what's everybody else doing while this is happening?
I think we're glazing over the ability to free crit stabilize.
There's also
huge.
that.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything specific, or are you just busy folding clothes?
I am keeping my friends warm and staying close, offering moral support. I'm admiring Robert Bellamy's fancy new artifact cloak. Trying very hard not to get my fur on it. Suddenly, I'm self-conscious of that, and I've never been self-conscious of that in my entire life.
I also like how you both have abandoned Who and Paladin.
I know
obviously, they're staying close. I'm not. This is my hand. It's not on my back.
No, I abandoned him. It's too cold.
Fair.
I don't know if I need to spell it out again, but who is running interference in this cave with his awesome dark vision and silent wing flaps? Like he always is, because he doesn't do combat.
Fair. All right, Canadian, what are you doing?
Okay. So, at this point, I'm going to continue to kind of stealthily... Well, I was here before, so I feel comfortable moving there.
I'm going to direct who to follow Canadian and just kind of do loops, whichever direction he's heading, to kind of loop a wider arc in front of him, and if any Yetis or anything looks amiss, to immediately come back to me and let me know.
Okay.
And swoop me, too. Actually, if I could head back and tell you to have who to swoop me first if he sees anything ahead.
Is this a rock or is this a platform?
A rock.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of stay close to the outside edge here.
Zach, do you mean you want the owl to do a flyby to let you know?
Sure, there you go, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I figured I would just be kind of moving like this, and and then who would do the swoop, so I'll continue to move, because we wouldn't have had that conversation. So, yeah, definitely swooping by. Alright, so what do I look at here? This is like a pool with shallow water kind of ending around here.
I mean, so you're looking at like rock. You're looking basically like a rock platform at the north, like base that. But you're basically it's comfortably. It's like 40 degrees in here instead of it being like below freezing, like below 0 degrees as it was outside. But you're dealing with basically what looks like a large pond internally.
Pool
Now,
pond. Pond is good for you.
what looks like this picture makes it look like it's a raging stream or like a small waterfall. It's not actually. It's like a small stream that's coming out of the wall over here.
Coming out of the wall, you said?
Yeah. Yeah, and you're basically hitting the edge of the. You've basically reached the entire exterior of the whole space.
Okay.
Huzzah!
I'll stick one finger in the water. Is it cold? Very cold. Cold.
It's
Good.
It's not like. I mean, cold. I mean, 50-degree water is cold to you.
No, that's
so
fine.
it is cold. It's not like it's not like a. It's not like a hot
Mountain
spring.
spring water. It's not. Yeah, right. It's
exactly.
Like, okay, that's fine. But meaning it's not like.
It's got to be above 32 if it's water. So.
Right. No, it's.
Well, I was thinking
certainly
unless it's like salinated, and it's below 32, something like that.
Yeah. No, I hear you. No,
It's meltwater, it almost certainly is.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's not a whole lot ahead. This is just a cave. Something clearly lives here, but it's not home right now.
Do you see anything as he's flying around Canadin and ahead of Canadin and yes, all that? 120 feet of dark vision.
Say again, over. Sorry, I was distracted.
Oh, I thought my mic dropped. Does Who see anything? Because he's on high alert.
No, I mean, like you see. I mean, who's got a big, nice view of the lake? I mean, you can, like I said, you can hear the wind overhead. I will say, Babbage and Canadin are warmer, I should say.
Are there any ripples, any kind of movement on the water's surface?
Outside of what's coming out of the stream off to the west, no. There doesn't seem to be much of any movement.
This water must be incredibly clear, too.
It is, as it turns out. I mean, the water's
So
not super deep, so it's like it doesn't look like it goes very far, but it is clear. And
Can we follow the water?
10 feet deep, 20.
I mean, it looks like it gets deeper, basically around where the stream is, but otherwise it only looks like 10, 15, or like maybe 5, 10 feet deep total.
Where does it go?
Who thinks that there looks to be like a dark spot, basically here, that maybe where it goes like down further in?
Okay.
You hear a splash as Babbage has shoved his face into the water and is drinking it up because it does appear to be extremely clear and probably the cleanest water you've ever had in your lives.
That's correct.
This is what it means to be from Maine, my friends.
Is it still freezing cold if I move off of the circle of heat?
Pretty close. I mean, you think the air temperature near the water maybe is like 35, 40, or maybe like around freezing as opposed to at freezing.
At least
as opposed
it's
to
not.
way below freezing, which it was outside.
At least it's no longer exhaustion-inducing temperatures.
Correct. At least while you're near the water's edge.
Sure.
If you get closer down to like where Canada is in the animal bones, it's back to being almost unbearably cold. Well, except for Canada because he's wearing a nice ring. But
yeah. So I come down here and I'm going to poke through the bones. Do I see anything exciting? Perhaps anything that...
something magical
shiny or
bones?
particularly
Any of
clean.
these bones look like they're in better shape than the rest.
Make a perception check for me.
Doing the old RPG thing.
These bones are gonna rise again. I know it.
It's
Indeed, I know it.
Yeah, you
it's
take the spear
Skyrim and you're in a
like
Draugr cave.
yeah, right. There's all of these torches that are just lit for no reason.
Somebody must have come through here.
Right? Like right before
A Draugr?
this has been sealed. This has been sealed for hundreds of years, and yet the torches are still lit. You poke through the bones, and nothing outside of just maybe like some that seems to have some of its marrow still. Like these bones have been picked clean.
Okay. So
Okay.
then,
So yeah, nothing else to the bones. Babbage is currently walking around the internal pond, I take it. Like I was explaining to you, like the clear water, there appears to be in the center of the lake a point of where the water seems to go down into a hole. It's hard to gauge the size of it from here, although it doesn't look like a person could fit through it. And the water does seem to be coming from, and I know the, actually, let's hold on, what do you see, Babbage?
You think Paladin
Okay.
would be able to fit through it?
Hard to say.
Well, if I don't see any other means of ingress or egress aside from where we came, this may be a safe space for us to set up a little snow hut. Maybe shelter down for a time. It's
So you
quite
do
late.
have the hole in the ceiling. It's about 40 feet up. And you also have, which appears to be about, I'll say 5 feet across, roughly. And then, yeah, the water does seem to go down into the bottom of the lake. You don't know how, it's hard to gauge, because the water is a little tumultuous there. It's kind of hard to gauge exactly how wide that hole is, although it's not super deep. So yeah, it appears that the only way in and out, besides the hole in the ceiling and maybe where the water is going, is the entrance you came in from.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
are you able to build us an ice wall towards the opening of the cave? Perhaps give us some fortification.
if we're gonna fortify, we should do it in the warmer part of the cavern.
Not if he's going to do it on ice.
You is willing, but you does not know engineering.
Okay. So, yeah. No, I was thinking, how do I explain this? So Babbage will pull out some note paper and sketch a rudimentary plan, and Jim's going to do this in real time in MS Paint and share it with Jeff.
All right, I think I just drew a blue line successfully. Or did I put that? Oh wait, no, is that on the right? Yeah, it should be on the right layer. Can you all see a blue line?
Maybe if I move around a little bit.
Just south of
Yes.
you? No, like here.
I can do it.
Okay.
No, no, see it.
Just to make things simpler for you, that is where. Oh yeah, it is slightly outside of your view, Bellarmine. You can see sort of the edge of it here.
Oh yeah, yep.
Below that, south of that line, your water, any water and ice thing you make is going to actually stay frozen. North of that line, that's questionable. Which is basically like where the lighter space is on the ground. You can think of. As Bellarmine, or Babbage, excuse me, continues to make sketches. Are the rest of you doing anything while Babbage is sketching?
I'm quick runs from the warm space to see if I can check out something.
Okay, where are you
And
going?
then run back before I get too cold.
What are you checking out?
The interior of the cave.
Oh, you just want to explore around. Okay.
Yeah, because I haven't been able to because it's been so cold. I've been running back to the warmth and running out. That's about the
Right.
best I can do.
I mean, you could probably withstand the cold for a couple. You can withstand the cold for like 10 minutes, probably, without it being terribly detrimental to you. And especially in here, you actually have a little bit extra time. So, then you can also you still have access to your own light spell if you chose to do that.
Where's the well? There's nothing in here, so we can cast the light spell and make it easier on everybody.
Is that what you'll be doing?
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Hang on. Wherever it went.
I mean, you don't have you don't have to click it. You can just tell me.
All right, go
So
ahead.
your hammer is now lit again, and you should be able to see a lot further.
Certainly brighter.
Hmm. Kanadin, are you doing anything in the meantime?
No, at this point, I'm going to post up and I guess stay in the warm portion. Well, it doesn't really matter
What's
to me.
this down here? This brown.
Jeff, check Discord.
This down here?
Yeah.
That is the pile of animal bones they've been talking about.
All right, and this over here is the pile of clothing.
Off to the northeast of you, yes.
Yeah, 'cause remember, I've been staying in the warm spots. I haven't seen all this stuff.
Right. Feel free to move your token around so you can see. There you go.
I got to plug
Okay.
my mouse in.
Ah.
I'm going to stay here.
Mamba needs a charge.
Ah.
I'm going to stay here, pending any sort of construction project from
Got it.
you.
All right.
Utilizing and start to kind of take a rest.
That's clever fun, and I know you didn't send us that class.
And I will utilize my spear to, give me any warning if anything is going on.
So you are building an igloo?
Well, I'm drawing where I'm telling him to place it, and then I put the plans in Discord that I drafted as Babbage. And I used his big hands as his unit of measurement because I know he doesn't understand SI units.
So
Wait, as I see him describing that over here, I would actually like to pop over
yep.
and say, okay, yes, that's a good idea for rest, but perhaps at the narrowest point right here where I'm standing, we can just build an ice wall with shape water.
Now there's like a green circle and a blue circle over here and here, here, and here. Do they mean anything?
No, they're just poorly rendered rocks.
Where's the hole in the ocean? Hole in the water.
Out in this out further in the middle of the pond.
But if you start walking in the pond, you're gonna fall in, right?
Yes.
But you can walk from rock to rock.
Theoretically, yes.
So you can stand there and look down.
You could get there. You could get to there, yeah.
All right.
So-
So I'm looking down. I'm looking down to see if I can see what's in the hole.
It just looks like it appears to be like you almost, now that you're up and close to it, it looks like basically like a small little tornado type of drain going down like you see in your tub whenever you drain the water. But it appears to only be maybe like 2 feet wide in total, or in diameter. And from here you can actually see that like there's off to your west. The picture if you step over like here, this looks like a raging waterfall, but it's really more of like a small stream. The map is
there anything behind it? Is there anything behind it?
It appears to be coming straight out of the wall, and you can't see anything. So the behind the stream is just a wall. I mean, just more rock, solid wall at this point. I mean, the ceiling is about 30 feet above you, but it does like curve down over to where the water's coming out of the wall.
Is there any way to send any small object or creature through the hole in the wall or the hole in the bottom of the water?
I mean, you could drop something into the hole into the bottom of the water, no problem. I don't know how you would get something to go upstream through the hole in the wall where the water's coming out.
Now in this hole.
There is a root.
There's a hole in the
you
bottom
ever
of the
did see.
sea. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole. There's a hole. Hole in the bottom.
So anyway,
Root in
So
the
what
hole in the
can
hole in
we
the ground.
drop?
Green grass grows all
We-
around and around. Green grass grows all around. Got me started.
Can we drop something that Babbage has maybe down in there and create a little
What?
explosion? Create a
don't
little
be flushing my
explosion.
things.
Make it bigger. Can we? I didn't say I'm going to steal it.
You want me to drop a cherry bomb in the natural toilet of this mountain?
Let's see if we can make the hole bigger and maybe we can pass through it and go to somewhere else.
So yes. All right. Let me see what that would look like. Start calculating.
All right. So you. Oh wait. So like this.
Okay.
You're. So I understand you're building an igloo specifically where I told you where it's possible that stuff's gonna melt. Is that my understanding?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to. When I see him start to do that, I'm like, hey, wait, guys.
No.
guys,
He hasn't built anything. That was just me indicating where I had suggested he put it.
I agree with the idea of building this shelter here for rest. However, what I do recommend is at this narrowest point, right where I'm standing, if anybody can see me, is building a bit of a ice wall, something like this.
Oh, so you just want like a Game of Thrones, keep the baddies out right there.
Leave the baddies out.
Well, I guess these are questions for you.
10 seconds. And then I'm back.
An area of water you can see within range. So you can shape water. It doesn't.
I can
really
also
talk
create
about-
destroy water.
Well. Well, I guess you could shape it into an ice block and then just move it over there. I'm just trying to figure out how you're all moving the water with your plan.
My girlfriend says thank you, by the way, even though she didn't say thank you, but she will say thank you when she arrives and everything's done.
Okay. I don't.
Well, I just packed and did a bunch of stuff that I didn't do earlier because of everything I mentioned.
Got it.
I
Hey, guys. Okay. Jim sent me a thing.
All right.
Paw. 3 paw.
So there's multiple things going on, as I understand it. Babbage has explained to you how he wants him to build an igloo, essentially. Whereas Bellarmine is asking Babbage to come up with a cherry bomb. And Canadan's trying to convince everybody just to build a wall. Roleplay. Resolve this. Why am I talking?
You only have so much time in the day, but well, Canada brings fair point, a choke point. But can you build a big enough wall to keep out the mighty Yeti? That's a serious question. I don't know anything about Yetis.
Well,
Anything can keep anything out if it's thick
in
enough.
my experience, they want me dead.
How do Yetis hunt? Won't they just smash through and see us?
Plausible. They're certainly large and strong.
What if instead of a wall, we make a giant slippery ice patch?
I have a feeling that
perhaps.
you're probably adept at meandering through the ice without falling. Clawed feet and all.
This is special ice.
Perhaps then instead of a one solid wall. Choke points.
That suddenly gives you an idea. Says, and he turns to Babbage and Canadan and everyone. You can cast the great spell, Erupting Earth, 2 more times before the next sleep. And I'll make it. I've used it before, so you're familiar.
I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, you could just like make a natural rock wall.
Fortified with ice. Mike, I'm going to build the wall.
Churned earth and
And-
stone erupts in a 20-foot cube.
And Icanus is gonna pay for it.
Let's see. Additionally, the ground in that area becomes difficult terrain. So, okay, a fountain of churned earth erupts. Each 5-foot square portion of the area is at least 1 minute to clear by hand.
20-foot cube, so it's also 20 feet tall.
Okay.
That's actually pretty substantial.
Huh. When you cast, let's see, the ground in the area becomes difficult terrain until cleared. Okay, so it's not that you make a wall, it's that you basically, like, throw up a whole lot of earth in a moment, and then it's just, like, debris scattered everywhere. That's how I'm interpreting this.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's not that you manifest a wall, it's that you make the
The
ground
cube-
explode.
The cube area is the flying earth debris.
Yes, it's not a wall you're building. It's not
Yeah.
a wall you're
Right.
building, it's...
But it's difficult terrain. It buys us time in case something comes crashing through. And
Yeah.
with the furnace and another cantrip, I can melt a bunch of water on top of it and freeze it again to reinforce it. So maybe it stays in place for an extra round if something's trying to paw through it.
Cool. Like mortar.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So I could make 2 cubes back to back, basically effectively sealing us in.
No,
It wouldn't seal you in, it would just make a
Yeah.
lot of difficult terrain.
the cube is the area of the effect of the erupting earth. So when the earth erupts, like a bomb went off in the ground, the area that affects is that 20-foot cube, which is why a creature takes 3d12 bludgeoning damage from the flying earth and debris. At the
I
end
see,
of
but then it flattens out and
yeah,
it
at
just
the end of the
drops
spell, it all
over.
falls and it's just messed up ground.
It's probably just better to save those in case something comes charging.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be a great way
It's
to.
almost like
do
you
some damage.
detonated a landmine.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like a explosive device that's underground.
Yeah. You could probably use it to blow a bridge
Mm.
or a railway.
You have consulted with the spirits, and the spirits say that it is better to be vigilant than to get cute.
Okay.
All right.
So you're building...
You don't have to put this igloo here, by the way. There's probably a better location for it. I was just explaining what it should look like.
What's this over here again?
Pile of clothes.
That's where the investments came from?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm seeing a lot of this for the first time.
It's fair.
And you said that's a small stream that's leading downhill in elevation?
Yeah, it's coming out of the wall, creating the pool of water, and then draining like a big toilet.
Oh, so that stream is feeding the pool, and then it's this hole in the middle that's draining it?
I'll draw where the hole is, since everybody knows where it is now.
Well, it's got to be right there, right? According to the... Are these rocks here?
They're like platforms that are like 10.
Yeah.
They're like 5 feet up.
So it's made of earth.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you is going to size up the scene. I actually have a really nice range on erupting earth, and then come over here and build the igloo, basically, so we have as
So,
long as
point of
possible.
order. We're concerned about building the igloo too close to the water, as it may then melt on us.
Yes, it will melt when the spell ends.
It's too close to the water, as opposed to...
Yeah, if it's in an area that's above
Because the
freezing.
air temperature is above freezing around the pool.
Oh, so it's above freezing there. Over here, it's at freezing or below.
Well, yeah, Mike will tell us specifics, but yeah, further from the water is colder.
Zach, where'd you go?
Alright, hang on. I'm just plugging in my phone to charge.
Very good. Okay.
It's not, for some reason, not charging. It's not charging.
You have to unlock it, maybe? Well, no, clearly
There it goes.
cool. Okay, so you're building. All right. So yeah, no, keep figuring out your plan.
Is the air temperature here and slash temperature on the ground at or below freezing, such that the igloo will hold the built right here? Or is the blue line, would it have to be like over here, so it's on this side of it?
You're guaranteed at the blue line. Like, you know that, like, from there it feels like it's just as cold as you were outside. Like, you know that that's gonna work. Any closer is a roll of the dice, as far as you can tell. None of you are, like, temperature sensitive enough to really know, like, unless someone builds an
Okay.
instrument.
Roughly how many bones are right there? Is it like 50 corpses? Is it 10?
It's as many bones as you see. it's a lot.
I'm a druid and I'm familiar with animal parts, so does it look like probably 50 dead bodies? Basically, where I'm going with this is thinking, oh, if we place a whole bunch of bones closer to the entrance, the crunch might give us more warning than other things we're trying to do.
There's plenty of bones there if you want to just spread them out over the place. If that's true.
So I'm going to scrap the igloo idea for now and just start carrying armloads of bones.
All right.
Babbage sees this and goes, I guess he's going to reinforce the bricks.
With bones?
I mean,
it's like,
and then you see me come
back
around the corner.
He is a druid? I don't know. I'm not a carpenter.
Alright, so you're just scattering bones all over the place is what I'm getting.
Yeah, it's potato chips on the ground, so they can't sneak up on you.
I mean, that would take a lot of bones. I mean, it's a pretty wide area. I'm trying to think.
Well, hopefully my friends will feel inspired, and if they don't help soon, then I'll say something.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll pitch in.
Alright, we'll say for argument's sake that if you pick up all the bones, again, you all come up with interesting solutions to problems. We'll say you are successfully able to cover this much space with bones.
Yay! Okay. So then... Yeah, then I'll come over here near the bone pile and make the igloo, basically where Jim has placed it.
Alright, so how are you building this igloo exactly?
One block at
I
a
just
time.
deleted my token. Damn it.
What happened?
I have some help. I deleted my token by accident.
There.
Whoopsies.
Luckily, my Control Z undoes what you do on the screen sometimes. Where is this? There we go. There. Okay. What we're doing? All right. So you're building it one block at a time, and it takes you. Let's see. How long is this going to take you?
Wait, no, I need to come back. I'm not there.
Wait, what?
I'm no longer present.
Oh. There's that.
Thank you. Yes.
Oh, you added this token to the wrong layer.
Yes.
What about control water? Would that help?
Well, that's what he's doing right now. Well, not control.
He's doing shape water. What's
He's doing
control
shape
water?
Control water is what Steve cast.
Ah, that is different. I think it's higher level, isn't it? It's 4th level.
It is, and that could be a lot more useful for the drain when we get to that.
Large body of water. It can either move apart to make a trench, create a big tidal wave, flow elsewhere.
I'm just going to say it. The cleric can part the Red Sea over here so we can get to the drain.
Well, the drain's only 2 feet wide, so getting to the drain doesn't do a lot for us.
What's that? 2 feet wide.
So do you want some help with control water?
No.
It doesn't do
that is
anything.
much.
Doesn't do anything with ice. Just water. Okay.
That would make you for very wet and you very cold.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Okay. So, based on rudimentary research that I've done, it's going to take you roughly 40 minutes to build this igloo. based on the fact that it takes 200. I'm saying it takes 250 blocks based on a quick Google search, and it's going to take you, and it's like it's a cast, right? So I'm going to say it takes about, actually it's going to be closer to an hour, because it's like you have to cast it, and you have to create the block near the water, and then you have to physically move it over to the igloo and place it. So it's closer to an hour that it's going to take you to build this. This is the plan you're going with? Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be individual bricks if it's easier to just shape the water into the igloo shape. Oh, but we have to maneuver it, so it does need to be bricks piece by piece. That's right. That's why I did it that way.
The answer is yes, and who will be watching the entrance to the cave?
I'm also watching with
And
my
also,
spear of warning.
who will be not just be watching the entrance to the cave, but also occasionally darting out from the cave to see if the whiteout conditions lift for a time, then I want who to go out and scout. If it's constant perpetual whiteout and sideways sleet and ice, then he just stays inside.
Okay, so Kanadin's standing watch. You is building an igloo. Babbage, what are you doing? Helping him build the igloo?
Yeah, helping, overseeing.
He's the foreman, and I'm the spellcaster/laborer.
Got it. Okay. So, all right. Well, yeah. I mean, it would take you time to cast and then move, and he has to know where to put it. Bellarmine, what are you doing through this?
I'm contemplating whether or not we could build water steps that would take us up to the ceiling and freeze them. You know.
Can you? Let me see. So you want to?
You have the ability to freeze water in place, correct?
Yes.
And Bellarmine, you have the ability to manipulate water into large shapes, correct?
Yes.
Could you combine your powers and create a giant ramp of water, which you then freezes in place and does just that?
In character, yes. Out of character, guess we have to worry out the mechanics. Would the water stay frozen, or would we be able to build it quickly enough within 1 hour's time?
I'm just saying, he uses shape water to create a big ramp of water, because you can shape it to be anything.
It's what, 30 feet to the hole?
You mean control water, right?
Yeah,
I mean
30 feet up.
water. And then you freeze that like Frozone from The Incredibles into
I see exactly where you're going with that. My question is, would I be able to, because I can only freeze a 5-foot cube at a time.
Oh, there's the limitation.
Yes.
All right, fair.
Mm-hmm.
So can he hold control water long enough that I go?
He can concentrate it for up to 10 minutes.
In 10 minutes, can you? I mean, it's an action, so that's what, 6 per minute or 10 per minute. So that's 100 5-foot cubes.
So 100.
Well, plus your bonus action, 2 cantrips can be cast.
Yeah, I can only do that once though.
If it's an action, he can't use it as a bonus action.
Oh, fair.
So he can manipulate in 100.
Oh, perhaps the owl could fly out of the hole and see what's up there.
When who gets close enough to being within range again, because he periodically comes within 100 feet of where he knows me to be, or last knew me to be, then I will communicate that to who.
Basically, we want to look out the hole, but that might be an easier way.
So, like, what does who see out of the hole?
It's solid whiteout.
Visibility.
Who goes up?
Robert, never mind. It's very, very. Who cannot see very far.
So, okay.
That hole in the ceiling is solid white. Is that right?
You can see that it's a hole, but like the whiteout conditions appear to exist outside of it, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, okay. So there's no advantage to go out that hole, but what purpose is the hole?
Oh, Jeff, there's a big limitation. Freezing the water is not one of the instantaneous effects, and you can only have 2 non-instantaneous effects active at any given time.
So
we
back
can't
to
even
the
build this
drawing
igloo.
board.
Well,
Well, there's
no,
2 blocks
you
built.
said you build the igloo, it freezes, and then you shape it, you move it over to the frozen space, and then when you stop holding
Oh,
it.
so it's no longer magically frozen. It's
yeah,
physically
it's
frozen.
naturally frozen, is what I'm
All right,
arguing.
all right. Fine for the igloo, not fine for the water ramp.
Well, it depends on how long you want the water ramp to last for.
Yeah, but he literally wouldn't be able to freeze enough blocks.
I can only have 2 blocks active at once above freezing
I see what
temperature.
you're saying. Okay. You choose. Oh, hold on. I had running through mechanics.
Manipulate it in one of the following ways. Way 1, you instantly move or otherwise change the flow of water. Way 2, you cause the water to form simple shapes. Way 3, you change the water's color or opacity. Way 4, you freeze the water. The only one that's instantaneous is the move or otherwise change the flow of water. The other effects you can only have 2 of active at any given time.
Did
Also,
anyone,
I should have larger dark vision on who than I do. It's
did anyone
120 feet.
cast anything that would make a fish?
Make a fish?
You go down the hole that's on the bottom of the water there. Check it out.
I'm not thrilled about going down that hole. Gotta be honest with Bellarmine, that seems like a quick way to suffocate to death.
But
Where does the stream seem to be coming from?
The wall.
Out of the wall.
Out of the wall. Okay, not up.
I've used a lot of variants on a lot of different forms of plumbing in my day. I've never wanted to crawl into where it goes.
Even if it's natural spring water.
Is the water coming up in from the hole or going down like a drain?
Down like a drain. Like it's you saw the vortex of it going down.
Yeah.
Who knows how long that drain goes?
It's going somewhere.
Yeah, it could be a 4-mile long tunnel through the mountains that we would die.
But there might be some way to explore it without endangering yourself.
Could be. I left my scuba equipment back in the airship.
But can we create a fish or a mechanical fish?
Ooh, mechanical fish. Ein Minuten bitte.
You can, with rest, you can probably make many fish. Or a few fish.
Can you talk to them and will they talk back to you?
Yes. No, I had to look at my spells.
Spells or no spells, it was a great response.
Send a little goldfish down the hole and see where it goes.
Wow. Yeah. In fact...
Assuming you can come back and tell us. But I like it.
In fact...
Or a turtle.
An
Fair.
octopus.
Yeah.
An octopus. In 2 different campaigns.
Yes! We got there. We finally got there.
Okay.
It's perfect. If you say the hole's too small for us, it's got to be like 1 inch before the octopus is like, yeah, no.
It fit through a very small hole.
Yes, it can.
And octopi have dark vision.
That's true.
Has you seen an octopus?
It's not a dinosaur, Mike.
No, it's not. I'm trying to think, would anybody here have seen an octopus had we not had access to an aquarium?
But its rules is written. It's in the spell description.
You know what? Fair. I don't...
There is a fish. The octopus
there's
is
the DM in me that's like, I don't
flavor.
think you would have ever seen an octopus. And then there's the DM in me that's like, no, this is fun. Let this happen.
I didn't think I would see a floating island either. But here we are.
That's fair. Okay. You want to send an octopus that you're going to spend an hour summoning?
All right.
I mean, what time of day is it? We're probably gonna.
It's like
start
4 in the
hunting.
morning. We're so tired. We're so tired.
And as far as I know, you're like interrupting halfway through building this igloo to have this plan, so I just want to understand where this is all going.
I like it. We're like placing breaks down, and all of a sudden he's like, octopus.
Okay, so the igloo's half made.
All right. Well, I'll finish the igloo, and then I will ritually cast. Who will come back eventually? But
What is so? Who is just scouting outside through the whiteout? Is that the idea?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So for right now, he's checking, making sure the igloo is being built.
Okay. Give me a moment.
And when the octopus comes to life,
Where's?
that is its name.
Ooh. Is that am I pronouncing that correctly? All right,
Yeah.
hold on. Give the DM needs a minute to figure something out. Where is? There it is. Okay. Got it. Okay. Okay. All right. So as you have successfully finished the igloo, and you are going. All right. So so Babbage and you did this for an hour. Canada, you've just been hanging out for an hour.
I've been resting.
Okay. So you have a short rest then, is what you're telling me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So do whatever you're gonna do for a short rest. Whatever, if you get points back or if you
Yeah.
burn hit dice.
I'm resting hit dice.
Bellarmine, were you also resting, or were you busy
Well, I
doing
was
something else?
meditating on the possibility of how to get out that hole. You know.
Okay. You can also use your hit dice to
Nice.
heal.
Really nice.
Do what?
So if you're resting during this period of hour, you can, if you look on your character sheet, there is hit dice toward the middle. You can use, basically they're d10s for you, I think.
Yeah.
I think you have as many as your level, which I think is 9, and you can roll as many of them as you want to try to see how many hit points you get back. I don't know what your hit point total is right now. Oh, it's not very
So
high.
if
Great.
So yeah, if you
I
want to
am feeling
roll,
better.
you get half of them back whenever you take a long rest. So if you want to use up all 9 right now, if you want to use up just 5 of them, 4 of
I
them,
think I only have 8.
uh,
It's total 8.
are you all level 8? Am I thinking?
Yeah, I think 8 is
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
You get half back on a long rest, right?
Yes, you get
Yeah.
4 back on a long rest. So if you want to
might
use
as well
4
do
right
this.
now, so yep, that's 2. Babbage, you're busy. You don't get hit dice.
Oh, I thought that was a statement to everybody.
Nope. That
I
is
misunderstood.
Bellarmine and Canadin.
I
Fair.
used 1. How many more?
You can use up to 8 if you want to. I mean, you've got 17 hit points back right now.
Wait a minute, I thought I had a thing where I could do this.
If you do, I mean,
So how many hit points do I have back?
Oh yeah, I have tireless.
what does that mean?
I can literally not sleep all long rest and craft all night and get a long rest.
Nothing about that says short rest, but okay.
I'm just
The
saying.
entirety of long rest while still gaining the benefits. However, you can only craft during.
Right, 17.
19. Because you rolled a third one. You could probably roll one more safely. be my suggestion, but that's up to you. I'm going to argue that you've been basically foundering this whole time. All right, so 5 more. Okay, so, so yeah, just as you finished your igloo, who comes sweeping back into the space, is waving around you, communicates to you 2 very large angry things outside.
And then I say back to him, keep a close eye on them without letting them see you. And then immediately so the igloo is built.
Yes, the igloo is finished.
I call to my friends and I say, the Yeti are outside. I pop over here, gated in the Yeti approach.
Then keep quiet. Are they coming in?
Wood's keeping an eye out. Who will repel me if they come charging in.
Ah, Zach's camera.
Nope. Let's go this. Hang on. Decline. Sorry.
There we go. What the heck? What's going on here? Oh, just a... alright. Can I not... Oh, you know what? We can... Oh, now everybody's on it. That's alright. Here, we'll do this. Jeff can see what who sees, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Is anybody move? Where is everybody physically standing right now?
Oh, I'm in the igloo.
I am where I am.
Okay.
I made sure that everyone heard me.
Right. Okay. Bellarmine, what are you doing?
I was just resting, and then when I heard that about the large creatures, I moved around to see what I could see.
Who comes in and communicates to you that they're on their way in?
They approach.
Babbage is in the igloo. Is anybody else everybody else is happy where they are?
Well, isn't there a large preparatory spell for a battle that I can cast?
I mean, that's open
That's a
interpretation.
pretty open-ended question.
Well, there's blesses, but most of these things don't do anything until you're actually in.
Well, bless isn't a terrible plan to cast at the start of combat.
Yeah.
Spirit Guardian's not a terrible plan to cast before combat.
Yeah. Can you cast it before? Do you have to be actively in combat?
No. You don't have to be in combat to cast anything, as long as there's a valid target.
Then I'll cast Spirit Guardians.
Let's see. Okay, how long does that thing last for?
10 minutes.
Cool. All right. What's the radius on that? 15 feet?
And is there a limit on how many times I can cast before we're in battle?
I'm giving you, like... Who indicates that you have maybe a minute?
So I'm going to cast Bless also.
So you can only have one of those going at a time.
Uh-oh. All right, well, keep the Spirit Guardians, cancel the Bless.
Okay. You should see a ring around you that indicates where your Spirit Guardians are. Is anybody else doing anything in the moments you have to prepare?
Yeah, I'm going to. Not actually.
I call Babbage over.
I poke my head out of the igloo.
If there was ever a time to do the trick that we discovered in the inn, it is now.
Oh, fair. I'm gonna need that heat pump and a minute.
You need a minute?
Yep.
You need it in a minute, or you need
No,
it
I need a
for
heat
1
pump
minute?
now, and then I need a minute because I have both the affect engines are not.
Then I run it over to. There's the heat pump. Boom.
Both the affect engines are not currently in the portable airbag.
It's gonna take you like a full minute to build them.
Let me see what we specifically stated. If it's a minute or an action, let me check.
All right, so I mean, you all know what's coming because you have an owl that told you. My question to you all is: do you want to end now, or do you want to dive into what very well may take a long time for a combat? I don't know. I have no idea what you all have planned. Or what you intend to do
No.
once this starts.
I'd rather keep going if we can.
Okay. The DM is gonna quickly bio break before this gets started. But yeah, you have until I get back to come up with your plan, and then everybody's rolling initiative.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not a minute. It's a spell slot.
Oh, there you go.
Do I have a level 2 spell slots? Yes, I do. Alright, cool.
Am I able to also cast a cantrip, Toll of the Dead?
Yeah, but that's an attack, so...
We know something's coming. I can't attack what I can't see.
Correct.
That's true. But yeah, Toll the Dead is like your attack every round. Because it's better than swinging your Warhammer for the most part. Unless you're using something special for your action. That should just be like your action dump should be Toll the Dead unless you're doing something unique.
What's the range on Toll the Dead?
It's decent.
Okay.
60 feet.
Oh, perfect. Well, not perfect, but plenty. Okay.
Yeah, so I have the spell slot. So I consume the spell slot and I prep the power airbag.
I'm gonna have to remember how that thing works, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. All right.
The only thing you need to concern yourself with is if I'm hit with lightning damage while carrying it.
Gotcha. All right.
So can I still have time to cast a mass healing word in case people needed any extra points?
If you're gonna do it now. Anybody that doesn't have it already gets 7 more hit points.
I'll take them.
Yeah, which damage will definitely take. You hear the crunching of bones. As
That
well as
affects
like
you too, Dad, by the way.
Loud sniffing noise. Oh, Bellarmine, you should have a bunch more hit points, I think, because you used a lot of hit dice.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He gained 14.
I was
Oh,
at
Now
4.
7, so he gained 21.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at Babbage's hit points. My bad. Okay. All right. Who all's what? Oh, okay. So, all right. Who sees? Okay, who can see what's happening? All right, everybody, roll initiative. As soon as, hold on, wait. Okay, now roll initiative. Okay.
Is it possible to cast guidance on myself for a bonus to initiative? Knowing that they're coming in, and it'd be like,
I'll allow it. I don't know if guidance actually lets you do that, but I'll give you
Nah, it's
points
just an
for it.
ability check.
but that's what initiative is. It's a dexterity ability check.
Yeah. Okay. Canadian, we need an initiative, and we need an
What
initiative.
didn't roll? Sorry.
Oh, is that a
Hold on. Yes. Go ahead. Google says you can. Zach, I thought we set it so you could. Oh, that is an advantage. It's only 2 of them, I think.
What are you looking at?
Zach's always supposed to roll initiative at advantage, and I'm looking at this thing, and it looks like it's. No, that's not what's happening.
Yeah, I think it is, right? Isn't that what the 1d20, 1d20 is?
Then why is you rolling at advantage?
I didn't roll advantage.
Looks the same.
He just rolled 2 19s.
Yeah, but mine doesn't look the same.
I didn't. I rolled a 22.
Right, but if you mouse over the 22, you rolled 2 19s. 15.
Yeah, so that's this says equals 19 plus 19 plus 3. The 2 19s, it takes the higher one. Whereas with Zach's, he rolled a 4 and a 15, so it takes
Right,
the 15 plus
took the 15.
I don't know why I have normal toggles.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a problem for future. Okay. Worry about that later.
Oh, initiative style. I had it. Okay.
There you go. All right. Well,
Put on it here.
nothing wrong. Either way, you're going first.
Okay.
You see one Yeti crunching on bones.
Spike growth in that circle.
Spike growth. Got it. Okay.
And then bonus action. Sorry.
Starry form. Okay. If you could remind me to link. If you could link that spell for me.
So spike growth, I'm upcasting. It doesn't get. I don't think it gets any other advantages. I'm thinking it now. But I'm using a level 3 slot. So I'm all out of tools.
Got it. When a creature moves 2d4 for every 5 feet it travels. Got it. Okay. And everything's. It's just the area becomes difficult terrain. Cool. Okay. Spike growth in the purple. Got it. And that is your turn.
And then with my bonus action.
You said starry form.
Starry form. Archer.
Are you still using your produce flame?
Concentration, you have a duration of 10 minutes, but would I be able to juggle that while I'm doing these other things if I'm not attacking with it? Or would I have to cancel its effect in order to cast Spike Growth?
It's not. Wait, it's not. It's not. Is it concentration? No.
No.
No, I mean, if you just wanted to, if you want to say you just have it up, it's not. I mean, oh, okay. Oh, it is an attack. Hold on. Duration 10 minutes. The flame sheds a bright light. The spell ends. You can also. Oh, you can attack with the flame. So I'll say you just have it sitting, but if you're going to attack with it, it's going to be an action. So the answer to that is yes. You have it on still?
On, but not attacking with it yet.
Got it. Okay. All right. You're starry formed and you spike growth. Are you moving?
Yes.
And is who doing anything?
I guess because we're the same. I mean, he's just going to perch up here, hopefully out of reach of the levy. If they, for some reason, come after him, they'll fly away, but basically just to see what's coming through the cave entrance.
Got it. Kanadin.
Hold action. When they come.
You can't see. This is. I'm actually rather amused by the fact that like the only person they can see right now is Jeff. So you're actually what?
What did you say you were going to do? Would I know what Jeff's going to do? Probably not, right?
Can't read his mind.
No.
Well, you saw me.
You saw him cast the spell. You have no idea what he did otherwise.
Okay.
Because he can't see the spike growth from where he's standing.
Got it. Okay. What is my move speed? That's what I'm going to check now. That's what I'm going to do.
45.
45, right? Yeah. Okay. So when they are within 20 feet. Say 25 feet. So like there.
Okay.
Make it. Yeah. Here. Anywhere within 25 feet. So this line here. I will approach and do my attack.
Got it. Okay. Babbage.
Line in the sand.
So with the airbag now charged, I'm going to maneuver myself here. And in the event that, excuse me, a Yeti or something similarly frightening appears in range, I'm going to chuck my other affect engine at it and blow it to smithereens.
So you're holding an action to throw your thingy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so hold on a second. All right, so Yeti crunches bones, sees all kinds of annoying things in front of it, comes charging through, gets to gets to there.
No, unless it was difficult terrain.
Well, we've got some spirit guardians already there.
Hold on a
Guardians
second.
around you.
Yeah.
Jeff, I need you to roll 2d4 8 times. Okay. 8, 10, 16, 18, 20, 24, 30. Very nice. Zach, you're triggered.
Triggered. Pop in here. And do the thing.
And can I shout? Like, I know it's not my turn, but can I just shout out in the middle of combat?
You get 5 words.
Remember the breath weapon.
Yep, I'll allow it.
What did he say?
Remember the breath weapon.
You're close enough. You would have heard him. Swinging there, Zach? Oh, 12.
Swinging.
Okay, so 12 is a no, 11 is a no.
Flurry of blows.
The 16 is a yes.
Wait, why is he at disadvantage?
I'm just looking at the first ones. I don't know why he's at disadvantage.
Oh, I see.
The 12 and 11.
Well, that stinks because he's been wasting good rolls.
I mean, RNG for
Yeah,
you.
I'll switch to normal, and then my other flurry. Not good. Not good. See, wasted those good rolls.
No. Oh goodness. Okay. So yeah, all right. So you managed to punch him for 10.
Wait a minute. Hang on. Hold.
Well, you said you were. Are you gonna wait? Are you burning a key point for flurry of blows, or are you just using a bonus action?
I was, yes.
Oh, you have one more attack.
No, I was 2 unarmed strikes, 2 spears.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, no, you're right. Okay, my bad. Okay.
Oh no. Okay.
All right. So that was your triggered. That was your triggered stuff. So that's your movement. Babbage, you also had a trigger, yes?
Yeah. So because it's now in range, I chuck an overloaded affect engine behind it, like here.
Okay.
So anything within 10 feet of this space.
Got it.
Where is it? Overload. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. 20 fire damage.
There's no save. Oh, dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. That's what I was reading. I was trying to say dex save for half.
So 20 fire. Okay.
Yeah. They're cold, so I assume fire was the right element.
Okay. It did not like that.
Yeah, take that.
Like, it is clear that the explosion of fire is making it go and very loud Yeti. Its language is, in fact, Yeti. Okay. Okay. So, this is an interesting question. You moved... Actually, yeah. So, it's still its turn. You just triggered a jump at it when it came close. So, this... Can I... Well, okay. All right, Canadin, you're up close
Pretty
to it, so
sure
it's gonna
we're all
swing.
gonna get redone and killed right now.
So you know what?
We're in a perfect cone in front of this thing.
That's
16s miss. And a 13
Ooh.
misses.
Oh, disadvantage. Okay, then.
Yeah, because of the fire damage.
Thank goodness.
fire damage gives a disadvantage.
Bellarmine, you're up.
So I'm going to cast Toll of the Dead,
Okay.
and that's a cantrip. So I should also be able to cast, to take another action.
You
Yes.
can still do your
You can do anything. It's a
spiritual
cantrip.
weapon with your bonus action, yes.
Right. So I'm going to
That's
use the
what you intend to
spiritual bow and shoot it.
Excellent.
Well, now that we can't do, because the spiritual bow is
Why
a
not?
full action with the...
No, it's casting it. He casts spiritual weapon.
Oh,
Which is
oh,
bonus
it
cast.
counts as a bonus action? Alright, fair. That's great.
All right. So
I misread the item.
if you could also roll Toll the Dead for me. Unfortunately, the 11.
It didn't come out.
No.
All right. Well, let me find it. Hang on.
Is it
It's in here
is it in
somewhere.
his weapons? I don't.
It should be. Spells typically automatically become a
There
weapon.
we go. On a Wisdom saving throw, it takes 1d8 if the target is missing any of its points.
So it's the second, the d12 damage because it's been damaged.
Ah, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, no, that takes 7 necrotic. Okay.
And what about the bow?
The bow rolled a 1, so I'm afraid that missed. But you now have it out.
What time?
Anything else I can do? Oh yeah, we've got these spirit guardians.
You have to move in
Mike,
the range
what-
for him to work.
What time of day is it?
Can I
Is it
move
starting to
them
get
into range?
light?
You
Can I move them
can't
into range?
tell. You can move. Yeah, you can move right now.
They're around your body, so you have
The time.
So I moved them into range.
Okay.
What time of day does the DM say it?
Oh, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, why are you asking?
Amulet of the Century.
Remind me. Oh, dang it.
Recharges at dawn.
Oh, what the heck? No, why? Dang it. Oh. Interesting.
What was that, Mike?
I'm debating whether it's... Well, one, his spiritual weapon is, like, behind his token, but I can't grab it. Oh, there we go. I just did. That was weird. Okay. It is floating next to him.
Well, he can't command it to move, right?
No, it just floats. It just floats next to him. Let's
Just-
see.
When I moved, it moved, right?
Yeah, I'm just keeping it next to you to keep track that it's there.
Okay.
Do those spirit guardians do anything?
Oh. Hold on. Give me a minute. Let's see. Speed blah. Too many things to keep track of. I'm trying to remember what exactly. Spirit. I'm trying to remember when
Oh,
that
wow.
triggers.
Those are great. Spirit Guardians, it's when a creature enters the area or starts its turn in the area.
Okay, so it'll trigger once it's their turn again. Never mind. And then you'll roll damage
Okay.
for it.
It wouldn't trigger when he moves into the space?
When it moves into the space, not when Bellarmine moves the thing into its space.
It entered the area relative to Bellarmine.
It's all happening at the same time.
They flit around you.
Doesn't say when it moves, just when it enters the creature entered the area because the area moved around it. You're the DM. You're the DM.
Let's see, hold on. When a creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there on a turn, it doesn't specify it's the creature's turn. All right, fair. All right. 16. Oh wait, I gotta roll a save. Hold on. His save is 17. It is a.
Is this one of the ones that's already got pounded a little bit?
I mean, it's only just. I mean, you don't know. You have no way of knowing that. Of which of the two you're dealing with? Wisdom. Okay.
All right. Well, but you know that.
Yes,
do you
I
mean?
do know that.
Why wouldn't he know that it got blown up by fire already?
There's only the one.
There's no sin. There's no singe on its fur.
I'm confused by the question. There's only one Yeti in the room that you can see right now, unless you're Jeff.
Right, but there was one Yeti we already battled and didn't kill, right?
There's one Yeti you barely touched. Yes.
I guess he's trying to determine if this is that Yeti or not.
At this point, you can't tell because this one's been battered so much. You can't. It's too late to tell at this point. Okay, what did I say? 16. And it's slowed even further. Okay. This is effective. All right, so Spirit Guardians hit. Okay. Was there something else outstanding? I feel like there was.
Nothing I'm aware of. You did the toll to dead damage.
Okay, you're up.
Okay. So at the top of my turn, I shout, "Don't stand in a cone!" And then
Don't stand what?
In a cone.
in a cone,
Oh, okay.
Spread
direct
out.
weapon. Yeah. Retcon. Spread out! So, not wanting to be a hypocrite.
Oh. I made a mistake as a DM. But
Did you?
Yeah, he shouldn't have been able to attack. He dashed. That was my bad. But I didn't hit Kennedy anyway, but
Oh, the Yeti?
yeah.
Fair.
Anyway, sorry, you were saying, Jeff?
Somebody else spread out, don't stand in a cone. And move here.
The spirit guardians would move, right?
They'll move with you, yes.
I'm going to cast. We're gonna do a double flank here. So the one that's there, and the old guiding bolt. Oh! Wow! And then
Okay.
with a flourish.
Good lord. All right.
Actually, that's at advantage because guiding bolt. Does
Yeah,
nifty
you
stuff.
can roll
Yeah.
that.
Fair.
I mean, okay, so it's just the 10 we're doing. Holy cow. All right.
47.
So you can.
Special
Seriously.
cannon.
Wow. Okay. All right. The Yeti is not looking good. Is that the rest of your turn?
Move, action, bonus action.
Okay. Canadin. You have a very beat up Yeti in front of you.
There's a Yeti in your spaghetti.
I smile at it.
Okay.
Pull its teeth
Down
out.
attack.
Flank it.
Your 22
Oh,
connects.
count.
For 11. Yo, so,
Ah!
cool.
You will breathe no more.
jeez, Louise.
So that was
yank the spear out of it.
that is
Flip
your
off the blood.
so that is your action. Are you doing anything with your bonus action or movement?
Wasn't going to, but I'll step behind cover here.
The DM isn't. The DM's continuing combat.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
in this
battle
event,
music is still playing. So.
yes, the battle music is still playing. Babbage,
Yes.
what are you doing?
I'm thrilled. I just saw our foe fall. So I'm gonna high five Paladin and start approaching my good friend you.
All right, so move your 30 feet that direction. All right, so that's 10.
I suspect there's another one.
Well, let me think.
Insofar as its token just flashed and fog of war for some reason, I agree.
Okay. And then.
And now I can actually see it.
Give me a moment.
Well, actually, I don't see it because I'm looking at you, so it's behind me. So I'm still happy as a clam.
So is it dashing in?
5, 10. Hold on.
It's hard to calculate dash plus difficult terrain.
15. Jeff, roll 2d4 3 times. 5, 4, 6 is 15. 15. Okay. All right. Bellarmine, you're up.
So I asked the guys, can any of you see any other Yetis?
Yes.
Functions spread out.
I see
So I'm going to move way over here, so I can see it. Can I move my spiritual weapon?
It'll move with you. Hold on. That's 10 feet too far.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put you back here. Wait, is your movement's 30? Yeah.
I think so.
All right, so you can get to here without using an action.
Okay. Well, I'm right in line with it now.
Yes.
And but can I move the spiritual weapon to it?
It's in your hands. It's with you at all times.
I see. There's nothing I can do about that.
This
But I
version of it is like a bow.
Yeah. But I can
The,
cast Toll of the Dead. And the
So its
You can shoot the
range.
bow.
Well, okay. So the bow's range is 30 feet, which I'm arguing is actually within range of the Yeti right now.
It is.
So you can shoot your bow. You can use your spiritual weapon, and you can toll the dead. You can do both those things.
right. So Toll of the Dead first, spiritual weapon second, and we still got all my spiritual guys. Well,
Yes, your spiritual. You're concentrating on that still successfully.
Yeah. All right. So let me go do that.
Okay.
Toll of the Dead. Right there.
Wisdom save.
Wow.
Tie goes to the defender. So
His D8s were more damage than his D12s anyway.
So nothing.
Nothing happened. So you attempt to, but he manages to slough it off.
All right. Well, we'll try this then.
That. Oh, hold on. Let me think. I need you to roll a second time.
A second time.
Yeah. At this, because you're the Yeti did the dodge action, so it's actually your attacks are a disadvantage.
It's a disadvantage.
Yeah. So you'll have to just roll a second dice. No, you still hit. All right. Go ahead and go ahead and roll for 9 force damage. Very nice.
That's it. I don't think there's anything else I can do.
You.
Ooh. I see. Would I know that the Yeti's taking the dodge action?
I mean, do a perception check for me. DC 14. No.
Okay. What is this terrain like up here? Can I clamber up here?
No, that's. I mean, that's kind of big. I'm gonna say that's mostly like it's where the wall starts crawling up. So, I mean, actually, hold on. Let me check my dynamic lighting layer. Yes, you can clamber up there. I take that back.
It's
So you can
difficult
move.
terrain.
No, you can just. It's just darker there than the map floor, but it's actually like it's maybe like 5 feet up, but you can move there no problem. It's not difficult terrain.
First things first. Oh, by the way, is it dawn?
Oh, I what did I roll? No, it's not.
Then gadget.
Say again?
I said, well then, gadget. One more thing I'm checking. Can I hold a bonus action?
I don't see why not.
If I can, that actually might change.
I can't imagine. It doesn't make sense to me that you wouldn't be able to.
So I was
So,
here.
I'm gonna roll that. Yes, I'll allow it.
Right. So since I have 15 feet that way, I'm actually. Well, first I'm going to do the definite thing, which is another guiding bolt.
Okay.
That's a miss.
Yes, that's a miss.
So that fizzles.
Considering how you critted on the other one, balances out.
Oh, wait a sec.
There's typing. Typing's happening.
Could I achieve this movement?
Can you get down there? Yes.
Okay. There we go. Now it's not so conical. Okay. So instead of plinking it with an arrow, I'm going to hold as a bonus action my Ring of the Winding Path. Which, do you need me to link that?
Yes.
So basically my intent is if
okay.
if the Yeti rears up to do its breath weapon, I'm going to size it up and say, if it's looking at me where I'm standing, then I'm going to use the held bonus action to teleport back to where I was, hopefully out of the way.
Oh.
That's worth a lot more than one arrow at disadvantage.
All right, I'll allow it.
Thank you.
Is that your turn?
Aye.
Canadin.
Okay.
You've seen Bellarmine attack something from around the corner.
So I know that there's something there, I just don't see it.
Yes.
Right, well then I'll take my first part of the movement and go here, and there I see it. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, alright. It's the only one I see, right? Let's see.
Yes. You are walking through spike growth, if that is your intent. There is a purple circle of spike
Oh,
growth.
the purple ring is spike growth?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, well, you know what? I did what I did. It's my movement.
I mean, your character knows you're walking through like
Okay.
briars. That like you're not. It's not like you're like. It's like you'd be walking through briars, and after 10 feet of walking through it, it's
Be
like,
like, oh,
this
wait,
hurts.
what am I
Ow!
doing?
Why do I not know this is here?
Okay, fine. Then I will step out to here,
Okay.
and instead I'm going to just do what I can from here and chuck a couple darts.
Ah, the way to darts. Yes. Go ahead.
Yes.
That'll connect. Or no, it won't. I'm sorry. You have to roll a disadvantage because you're still dodging.
Oh, okay.
It may not connect.
Let me roll that again then. Let me roll a disadvantage. Oh,
I'll take the.
okay.
I mean,
You
just
just
roll it
roll.
again, and I'll take the second roll, and then.
Yep, okay.
So no.
12. Okay, and I'll throw another one.
Also misses.
And miss. Down 2 darts, and I will step back behind cover.
Babbage.
Alrighty. So I was walking towards you, all excited. As I did, his face got less than excited, and he ran over there and shot a bolt at a Yeti. So I spin on my heels, noticing now that there's a Yeti over here.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result of that news, I'm going to take a reactive pot shot with my
Zach,
crossbow.
camera.
Sorry, hang on. Just because I'm using my phone. I'm
All
going to
good.
text from Lauren.
Ah, all right. So shoot at disadvantage. That is a miss.
That is, in fact, a miss. And then I'm going to Turner and Hooch roll and somersault myself up against this pillar for safety.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeti gets to here.
Oh, you walked into the space with the
Yep.
virtual.
It
Oh, he
does, in fact.
Did. All right. So
And
that's a
how many
wisdom.
more D4 am I rolling?
Oh, dang it. You're right. 15.
Spirit Guardian, should I roll them?
3 more. Yes, roll the spirit. Well, I gotta hold on. It's a wisdom save, as I recall.
How many times?
12. No, 14 damage.
Excellent. The wisdom save fails. 3d. Or just roll the damage to the spell, I think, right? It should just be a click.
What happened?
Yes, you can roll your what is it? 3d8? No, hold on.
Is it advantage?
Yeah, 3
disadvantage?
3d8 normal. You're not disadvantaged.
Normal.
Yes, normal.
Right.
14.
Just roll them once.
Yeah. 13, that's what I'm looking for. Awesome, thank you. Hold on. 11, 13, 14. 14 spike growth damage. 13 damage from the Spirit Guardians. He is now difficult terrain times 2.
And isn't he running over the spikes?
Yeah, that was the damage that Jeff just rolled.
Oh,
Yeah.
Spiritual Guardian was also difficult terrain?
Yep.
Oh, that's nasty.
Bellarmine, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Nasty.
Let me find it.
Ha-ha!
Wow.
There was ever a time to roll that. It was now.
Hold on. If the target can see the Yeti, the target must make and then be paralyzed from it unless it's. Oh, if it just misses, it doesn't do squat, huh?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. No, if there's a time to roll that, that's it. Okay.
It's basically like you're either afraid of it or you're not.
Yes. Bellarmine. You were talk about a good roll. All right, you're up.
I'm up.
Yes.
Toll of the Dead.
Very good.
Bring out your dead.
Oh wait, hold on. How often does Spirit Guardians?
At the start of any creature's turn within the area, or the first time they enter the area.
Okay, so it's once every round, really. All right. Okay. So
Toll of the Dead.
so that's a Wisdom save,
Slap at the base.
Nice.
and he took. Oh, he's taking damage from the spikes. So yeah, 13.
Okay. And
Your shooty.
spiritual bow.
That'll work.
Nice.
For 9.
Nice.
And I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else I can do except for walk away.
Although if you do that, the Spirit Guardians won't
Yeah.
affect him at the beginning of his turn.
Right. So I'm gonna stay right where I'm at.
Very good.
That
You.
seems like an idea.
You were very broken up there, but I
Sorry,
assume
how
you'll-
hurt is this guy?
How hurt is he?
Yeah.
Seems to be doing decently still. He didn't take a guiding bolt directly into his mouth like the last one did, so.
Eat this! Oh, I didn't mean really!
Alright, I'm looking at him.
Isn't he still right in the middle of the brambles? The spikes?
Yeah, he's in the middle of brambles. He's in the middle of Spirit Guardians. There's been no fire, but
If something is knocked prone, then that means it would have to use its action to get back up, right? Or half its move speed, and
it's
that
half its move speed. It still has its action. Because you can attack from, you can be prone and still do things.
And while it's prone, it has, or ranged attacks have disadvantage to it while it's prone.
Yes.
Correct.
Well, then we, my friends, are going for not 1, not 2, but 3 difficult terrains. Eat Earth.
What the hell? My lord. Oh, crikey. Hold on.
You is all 5 Planeteers.
Yeah. Now we need some fire. That's all we need is fire.
Okay, what I don't... hold on.
But I got it. I almost cast Tidal Wave instead, but he would have been knocked prone.
Do the brambles give disadvantage on deck saves? That's what I want to know.
I would argue yes.
Well, no, it'll say it in the spell.
Of course, you would argue yes.
It does not specifically say that.
Okay, so he's just got a normal deck save then. All right.
Normal, you say? Normal, huh?
Well, it's not advantage or disadvantage.
Actually, no. That doesn't happen, because I used my last charge of Woe. Eat it.
Remind me what woe does exactly. You have to subtract a die roll, yeah?
Isn't WoW just a -1d4?
Yeah.
No, it's a 1d6.
Excuse me.
Let's see what you roll.
Oh!
Tie goes to the defender, I'm afraid.
What if...
You had a 50-50 shot.
What if... Oh, Sentry Amulet's only buff. That is so annoying. Standing on spikes and he's able to...
Oh! Oh, wait a minute. I think we determined that doesn't work.
Alright, so I'm assuming, let's see, it's half. Additionally, the ground in that area becomes difficult terrain again. Well, okay, so... I don't know.
He's on double difficult terrain.
Does
Fiat?
Does that work?
And there's some spirit
Can you
guardians
stack difficult terrain? Hold on. You guys are making all kinds of questions come up.
Oh, he's got.
He has
Earth.
3 forms of difficult terrain, and somehow he doesn't
No,
have
There's
any
no
penalty to
stacking,
his dex
no.
save.
It either is or isn't.
Okay, so the difficult terrain does not stack, I'm afraid.
Now, I believe you could stack like difficult terrain and slow.
I mean,
'Cause
so like Spirit
difficult-
Guardians halves the movement, and difficult terrain makes it so that every 5 feet of movement costs 10.
Yeah, so that stacks.
So those stack, but you can't make a difficult terrain on top of a difficult terrain on top of a difficult terrain.
No. That's what I was saying. You can
Yeah.
stack a slow effect with difficult terrain.
So the earth erupts, hurting him. Wait, so Jeff, were you saying if you had understood that, you would have actually done tidal wave? Is that a fair statement?
I mean, the damage is still bad.
No, because then he'd be prone, and that would make everything else
Oh, harder. Got it.
harder to hit.
Okay. Are you doing anything else with your? All right. So you cast a spell. The earth exploded around him. Actually, if anything, you know what I'm going to say happens? You have successfully. Ooh.
Did you roll the damage for the erupting earth?
Yeah, it was 28,
Yeah, it
but
was
he
28.
saved for half.
So he took 14.
Oh, there it is.
So here's an interesting question: would the erupting earth undo the spike growth of that 20-foot cube?
No, because it's not a concentration spell.
Ah, touche. Well done. Fair enough. Okay. Are you doing anything else with your? So you cast. You did an action. What are you doing with your bonus action?
Holding it again in case he gets really mad with his breath. Oh. Wait. I didn't move yet this turn, did I?
No, not yet.
Okay. I'll bonus action with the ring, just in case. There. Use your cone now. Use your snow cone.
Got it. Canadin.
Okay, so this guy's still prone, right?
No, he was never
Not
prone.
prone.
Oh, he's not prone. Oh, good. Okay.
But he is. You can get up to him without touching the spikes at this point, though.
Yeah, I can. So I'm going to come over here.
Very good.
Technically in difficult terrain.
Am I still? Oh, wait.
Oh,
okay.
20-foot cube. You can still get there though. You're fine.
Can I get here? I can go
Yeah,
here.
you can fight on top of his. You can fight on top of his mate's corpse. That's fine.
It's an intimidation factor, you know. It's just a.
Sometimes you just gotta establish dominance.
That's right. I'm just establishing dominance. I'm making eye contact too while I make these attacks. Okay.
Nope.
14 connect?
No, it does not.
Bollocks.
That will though.
22 connect?
Yes. For 9.
Bollocks. Alright, and I will flurry of blows. 1.
That'll work. For another 9.
And a crit.
Whew,
Ah.
for 15.
Yo. That's a good punch.
Falcon punch.
Interesting. Babbage.
Hello.
Still alive. It's still alive.
Babbage.
Bibbidi boppity boo.
Babbity bobbity.
Throw something that blows up and makes fire.
I have made fire.
10, 15.
And while this is happening, who is squawking like a parrot? Not an owl for some reason.
Sure.
Squawking like a parrot.
Yeah,
Re-
the
reasons.
reverb effect in the cave, maybe it disorients the Yeti somehow.
Annoying. Can't quite get close enough to do what I really want to do, so I am instead just going to jam my remaining fire affect engine into my crossbow and take a pot shot.
The 19 connects.
Yeah!
Instant damage.
Pew! 9 piercing plus 1 fire damage.
The piercing gets it in the mouth, and it looks like it's about to just breathe in to blast you with cold air, and then that one little bit of fire spark.
You got to be kidding me.
Choke
exactly.
That was so cinematic.
Oh,
I'm like, I line it up. I like flip up the affix engine, catch it, jam it in like I'm reloading the battle rifle from Halo. Just pew.
And now his throat is burned.
Yes, you exact seized him with
I
the
blow off the tip of my my crossbow. Even though it's obviously not smoking.
I'm gonna dismiss like growth,
Very good.
and I'm gonna come up to the body, and suddenly Yu is overwhelmed by a desire to show his prowess in a new biome. Can't wait to get back to the forest at some point and show everyone the teeth of the large Yeti. So I'm gonna conjure my best Yukon Cornelius impersonation and pull out the canines and the claws.
Bumbles bounce.
Is someone else gonna slice one of these things open and use it for warmth?
So
I don't they smell bad.
listen, I was like, kind of. I'm all about Bellarmine's constant clamoring for a fur coat, and these candidates, much more than a troll, appear to be a possibility.
I mean, I think we could all get fur coats from this.
Yeah, they're so big.
And we all know about Yeti products. They're indestructible.
They're very well
wall insulated, so we'll be nice and warm.
Phenomenal.
So
yeah, I'm gonna use whatever tools and prowess I have to skin and fabricate clothing for the party.
So Bellarmine.
Use slightly longer than his left.
So I know Bellarmine has his divine divine knowledge ability, right?
Yes.
So I'm assuming you'd want to use that to know how to skin these things. Is that fair to say?
Well, yes, because we've skinned a lot of horses to make leather, so it's very interesting.
Okay. It's funny. When they get the jump on you, it's an extraordinarily deadly encounter. When all of you have time to prepare and stack all of your abilities on top, these things are suddenly not nearly as intimidating.
Yeah.
It helps that the few abilities I actually managed to get off
Yes.
Yeah.
were ineffective.
Great when two Yetis both don't breathe on us.
Yes.
Yes, I know.
I mean, it was literally heaving I was like, okay, I'll get one.
And
One's
it's
gonna
the
at least get
shape
a
of the
chance.
cave. They could have done that if it wasn't for that.
Yeah,
this portion right here.
Well, I mean, it was their home that you were invading, so they weren't going to give up on that. So.
Oh man, we were murder hobos. We were home invaders.
Well, they basically chased us in there. So.
Yeah, no, they did. That's true. All right, so.
Knowing that it's their home, I'm really glad we didn't go down that journey. I'm gonna say that.
Listen, I'm not jumping in any toilet of any size. That's just a rule I live by.
You could have created a little,
Octopus?
paladin type creature to go down in there.
I'm not throwing my little
We're
buddy
still
down
in
there.
there.
I'm going to make a sparkly fey octopus and then say you were going into the most disgusting of environments to make sure that this isn't the way.
But I don't think it was a Yeti toilet. I think it was just a drain on the water.
Do you see any yellow ice around?
I haven't seen yet.
Well, then where do you think it goes?
How would you know it
Corner
was
with yellow
It could be
stalactite.
blue. You never know. Yeah.
I mean, they're mammals, right?
Yeah.
What is the creature type of a Yeti? Is it an abomination? A monstrosity? A beast?
It is a huge monstrosity.
Monstrosity.
All right, so it's like it's before dawn, you know that, but it's you're all extremely tired, you're extremely cold,
I'm pretty sure
well,
I live in this Yeti cave now, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
you caned in and actually no, yeah, Babbage, you don't have your affect engine that's keeping you warm anymore, so like the cold is sort of encroaching on you all now that your adrenaline's
But
pumped.
we got
Although
fur coats.
all of this happened in the span of like 30 seconds.
Well, I mean, I can repurpose the affect engine as I see fit, so I can.
Okay, so you've got it back on.
And do we have fur coats?
Yes, you all now have fur coats. You can throw those in your inventory.
And is
Word.
this a nice little warm igloo?
Yeti fur coats.
Then there is still in fact a nice. Well, I mean you got to insulate yourself in there, but I mean you have your.
What? It is insulating. What are you talking about?
Well, you have to create heat there still, yeah. Or your
I'm
own
a
body
human.
heat
I'm a
enough.
warm-blooded creature.
Right. That is how. That
What
is
do
in
you think-
fact how igloos work. Did you make it big enough for everybody to fit in? Yeah, you did.
And we
Sure.
could make a little fire and put a hole in the top of it.
There is a hole in the top of the design.
Okay.
There you go.
There you
You
go.
can check this word. That happened.
So
Very
I think I'm going to have a long rest meditation.
That's. I assumed you all would.
I'm gonna
I am
need.
not.
My attempt to scare you all out of this cave was horribly unsuccessful.
I'm gonna need you to write up some official descriptions of the Yeti coats and what their effects are, because I like rules.
Fair enough. I will get back to. I can.
Yeah, at some point.
Yes.
I will post up here.
My new cloak is just conforms right over what I was wearing before, so I assume it'll conform over a fur
So,
coat.
since we have these fur coats, Mike, that haven't been cured and dried, is it safe to assume that we now smell like Yetis?
Good.
These are just
The
raw
fur's on the
fur.
inside.
I
The
mean,
fur's on the inside and the skin is on the outside, and they're not fully tanned. They'll be a little crunchy, but yeah, you're right.
yeah.
So if we smell like Yetis, then if any of the Yetis are, say, within a few hundred yards, would they smell the Yeti first before they smelled us?
If the coat's on the outside, I would say so.
It's an
I
interesting
mean, we can
question.
make
Just gotta
whatever
be
assumptions
careful
we
if
want,
you're wearing a female Yeti coat.
Ugh.
which some of them certainly would be.
I won't go any further.
That's an excellent point. I love all the ideas you're giving me. This is
Yeah, well, you
wonderful.
guys need to stop doing these things in front of Mike. These are
Like-
private messages to each other.
Giving the DM ideas. All right. With that, we will end the stream because it's late and combat's over
were
and you're all
there,
getting
were there
along.
people actually watching?
There were
At
people
some point.
commenting, at least at the beginning. I think they may have all.
I don't know how long they stuck
There's
around.
only one viewer according to the thing now, so I have no idea.
Yeah.
We've been going for
Last
2 hours.
point of order. I'm going to sleep here
Um,
so that I'm ahead of the group.
Like on a, well, I guess. I mean, it's not. Well, you've got your ring on. I guess you're fine.
I got my
Everybody
ring.
else-
I'm just
Everybody else
gonna,
is
like-
going to sleep in the igloo, I assume, for comfort reasons.
Yeah, except when I start chanting, they might get very upset.
I think everybody's exhausted enough that they're not going to care.
Mhm.
You've all been through a lot since you last did this, between flying through the air and avoiding giant eagles and killing a troll.
Oh,
and
man.
almost getting murdered by the Yetis, only to then murder them
Mike,
back.
you could have been chilling gazing us every single combat round.
It's 30 feet. I wasn't close enough.
Oh, I get you.
That's why Spike growth.
Yeah, the spike growth was extraordinarily effective because
Yeah, man.
I wasn't close enough. I dashed to try to get close enough so that I could do that next round, and then you killed him.
Hiding in crowd control, baby. That's what it's all about.
Like, the plan was to get close enough to use his abilities, and then you dropped him in 2 rounds. So...
Yeah, 137 is not a lot
for
to
this,
4 level
for
8s.
this group, no. That's why there were 2 of them, but... Yeah, no, crowd control was super effective. I mean, they had to jump on you initially, and, like, if you hadn't run, you probably would have all been screwed, but you had to jump on them this time, so... It's all about... Prep makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And you had just enough spell slots, really, to pull it off, so...
Literally, I'm out of spells.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I was thinking...
Other than level 1s.
I kind of figured you'd burn all your
Long
spells
rest.
on the first one, and then the second one would actually
Time
do
for a
some
long
damage,
rest.
but...
Get hit
eh.
points and spells.
Yeah,
Time
so,
back.
alright, anyway, ending the stream, say goodnight to the internet. Good night, internet!
Good night, Internet.
And feature us if we actually pay attention to this